There are some stone artifacts in Abu Sir that nobody really knows what the hell they are or what the hell they're used for. One being the alabaster stone bowls. And the best guess anyone has up until now that they are ceremonial bowls probably for like sacrificial or religious ceremonies. Now, there is something very odd about them. They have these holes in the side of the basin, which don't make sense to be drainage holes, because realistically, if you were, say you were sacrificing a lamb or something in this bowl for religious purposes, and you wanted to drain the blood out, the hole is at the wrong, it's at the top of the basin, not the bottom, so it doesn't really work as a drainage hole. Also, these things are alabaster, and you'd think that after so many years that they would be stained, maybe, or after years of sacrificial. And I don't think that was the purpose for them. Also, we can tell that they used to be lined with copper, which is very important when it comes to this theory. So the theory being that these alabaster stone basins were actually the bottom block, the foundational holding block of the Djed pillars, and the basins would have been lined in copper, and the hole that is in the top is not a drainage hole but is an entry hole, an entry point for you to slug in oil, basically a lubricant that you will need for the Djed pillar to turn. Alabaster base lined with copper, and then on here you would have a wooden base of the Djed, maybe with like a leather or something that's going to slip and slide beautifully. And then you are going to click your Djed pillar into place, like so. And then you're going to have your three-way wire system, your pulley system, that's going to basically turn this whole thing into a winch. What's also interesting about this theory is that one Djed pillar can pull an amount of stone, but you can also stack the Djeds up. And the more Djeds that you use pulling the same stone, the heavier stone that you can pull, or the less men, works both ways.
All you've got to do is feed them back in. You just need a little bit of tension on them, because they're going to go back in, because they're the rewind ropes. These are the power ropes, so you've got 4 power ropes and you've got 1 tow rope. So we're going to pull the red and the blue rope, put a bit of tension down there, pull.
What?
Right? Let it stop. So you see the principle, yeah? Okay. So it's just a back and forth motion. Yeah. So once you got your stone to where you wanted, you'd have another one of these somewhere else on the plateau. So if it was getting pulled this way and you wanted it pulled over slightly to the left, this other one would be on this tow rope and pull it over to the left, sling it off the sledge. And the only problem you haven't got 40 men and a sledge to get down. You've just got 1 sledge to get down and 1 man to take it down. The drawback to this machine, it needs a big weight on the top, because the load that it's pulling is got a lot of friction under the sledge, and the weight of the thing itself, a pulley will pull anything, but it needs to be fixed. So this granite beam, I propose, are the granite beams that's above the King's Chamber.